and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. It's the beginning of the year, and that means a game, a TBR game that I just came up with because I bought a set of 6 different dice sets with all the different types of numbers, all the D12s, D20s, D10s, D8s, D6, and D4s. And I'm going to utilize as many of these dice as possible in this game. So if you like dice games and you like TBR games, definitely subscribe below because I plan on keeping this a thing. So for each of the TBRs, I'm only going to be picking 3 prompts or 3 particular books for the TBR because this is not going to be a monthly TBR. This is going to be a more so weekly TBR, or when I finish the 3 books, I'll do another TBR type thing. So hopefully that sounds good to all of you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a D6, so a 6-sided die, and I'm going to roll it, and that will determine which of these rolls I'm going to do. And so I'm going to wind up doing that 3 times, but I'm actually going to pick out the book. So you're going to see me go through this process each time. So hopefully you'll kind of get the hang of it. The dice also have different colors. So I have linked the colors to different book genres because that's going to help with the genre roll. And then I also have my shelves drawn out. So I have 4 shelves, and they'll require different types of dice to be rolled depending on which roll type we wind up going with. And when it comes to the genre rolls, I can choose which dice number I want to use for that genre. So for instance, I don't really want to read mystery, thriller, suspense, horror, contemporary classics, or historical. So for that, I'm gonna pick the least likely to get a high number, which is going to be the 4-sided die. Whereas if I want to get a sci-fi book, I will do like a 20-sided die because it's more likely that I'm going to get a high number, and the highest number out of the different dice, the genre dice, will win. So I do get to do some little bit of trickery and feel like I have a little bit of control, but really this game is chaos. So let's begin with the first dice roll to determine what type of dice roll we are going to be doing. Alright, so I've got my D6. Let's see what we have here. We have a 5! So it's going to be the 5th type of dice roll, which is going to be the shelf, row, and specific book. This is the one that gives me the least amount of freedom because it's literally going to decide which book I have to read. I don't know if I'm ready for this, y'all. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I hope it treats me well, but I don't think it's gonna. But we will see what happens with this. So first I start with a D4, which will determine which shelf I'm going to be using because I have 4 shelves of unread books. All right, D4 is going in. Let's see what we got. A 3. We have a 3. All right. So the way I drew it on my map was this was bookshelf number 1. Bookshelf number 2, and bookshelf number 3. So this white one behind me. Next, I have to use a D8 because this one has 7 sections. So I'll use a D8. All right. And this is going to determine which row or which little cubby I'm going to be using. I'll let you see my shelf a little better. All right, let's see. And if it's 8, that's going to be free choice because there's not an 8th section. Wait. Yeah, that's right. What do we got? We have, well, you can't really see, but the top part is a 3. I was like, this one's 8-sided, so it's hard because I'm looking at the top. So it's a 3. All right. So we know it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be this one right here. Okay, now here's the hard part. Now I have to use either a D12 or a D20, depending on the amount of books. So I am going to go with a D12 because these are a bunch of series. And so when it's a series, I'm not going to count each book in the series. I'm only going to count the book that I would be able to read. So let's do that D12. All right, are we ready? It's a 7. All right, so the 7th book. I'm a little scared, but also not that much because I actually kind of am interested in these books. So we'll see. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Murdered at 17. I don't know anything about this. I got it at a Barnes & Noble a couple of years ago. I think it'll be fast to get through. It says, pretty and popular 17-year-old Brooke Emerson is the envy of her classmates and even some of her closest friends. But while she seems to have it all, Brooke has never felt so lost. Ever since she sustained a head injury during a cheerleading stunt the previous year, she suffered from a disorder that causes her to fly into uncontrollable, sometimes violent rages. As hard as she tries to keep it together, she finds herself in danger of jeopardizing her seemingly perfect life. This kind of sounds like maybe she had a TBI, which can cause the aggression stuff. So that's interesting. My book is damaged. When did that happen? I haven't even read it yet. But anyway, so this is going to be the first. So it's a mystery, thriller, suspense. So let's hope we get some other genres in here as well. All right, so now we're going to do a D6 to determine which type of roll that I'm going to be doing. I think it'll be easier as far as being able to see stuff since there are so many sides, is for me to just blindly pick the dice up and then show it to the camera so y'all will know. So I won't know until after y'all know. Just because there are so many sides, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on with them. Okay. All right, so we have a 1. So type 1 is a genre roll. Okay, I'm happy about that. So each of these colors is a different genre. So I know that I do not want, I don't want contemporary, I don't want historical, I don't want classic. So that one's going to get a 4-sided die. I also do not want a mystery, thriller, suspense again because I just got a book that's that genre, so it's going to get a 4-sided die. And so there's a couple other genres. I don't mind if I get a paranormal. Come on now. Okay, so what do I want? I would like... I think, let me see what my colors are. Okay, so sci-fi or dystopian, I would like. I have a particular book in mind for that. I also have a fantasy book that would be cool to roll as well, which is this green die. And paranormal, wouldn't mind it, but also not necessarily wanting it right now. But actually, I do have a book that would work for paranormal. So I'll give it a 20-sided die as well, just because I really don't want those 4-sided die to win. So I got to find it in here. It's disappearing on me. Here it is. Okay, so this one's going to be a little harder. Y'all are just going to kind of have to trust me because these are 20-sided die. And it's just, they're 20-sided die. I mean, I guess I can still hold it up, but we'll just have to remember the numbers. I think it'll just be easier for me to look. But highest dice wins. if they tie, I can choose, or I can roll those dice again and take out the other dice. Okay. What am I seeing here? All right, so I have an 18 for the green. So y'all can see I'm not like turning them. 18 for the green. 10. So 18 was fantasy. 10 for paranormal, so paranormal's out. 1 for sci-fi, so that's out. And then of course the other ones are lower than 18. So one of them was a 2 and the other one was a 3. So I got green, which was fantasy. So I know what I'm going to read. This one's easy. The Missing Crown by Kate Marie. This is one of my best friends. And this is the 5th book in the series, but it starts a new arc. So it's like the main character from the past part of the series that was the trilogy, and then also had a short story collection that was like a full-length novel size. This is the daughter of that couple. So I'm really excited about this. It just came out in November, I believe, something like that. And so I am ready to read it. So I'm really glad that it wound up in this one. A crown prince, a missing princess, a friendship stronger than any spell. This is a Tangled retelling type thing and there's Robin Hood that was in the past one. So Cal's best friend is gone. His cousin Ellen, the one person in the world who truly understands him, has vanished with almost no trace. Despite having few leads, Cal and a crew set out, willing to sail to the ends of the world to bring the princess home, even if it means fighting pirates and accepting help from the mysterious stranger who saves his life, a fierce and beautiful woman named Xenia. I'm not going to read you the whole blurb. I didn't read you the whole blurb with the other one, but that should be enough to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what's going to go on with this. There's always princesses and pirates in her books, so I'm really happy with that. And so now we get to do the final rolls. All right, back to the D6. Five. So that is going to be the shelf one again, where it picks the book for me. Why did it have to be the hardest one? I think I got too lucky. I got too lucky, and it wants to put me in my place, and it's probably gonna make me read what is that book called that I don't ever want to read? Between Shades of Grey. I don't want to read that historical fiction. Okay, so first is going to be a D4, which is going to determine my shelf. I'll use the pretty one here. Maybe the prettiness will boost my luck. I'll try to pick it up and show you all. I can. This is the hardest one to grip, especially when you can't look at it. Two. Okay, it's not the shelf that had the one I didn't want. It's this shelf over here, thank goodness. Okay, so the next one is going to be the shelf row. So this one only has 5 sections, so I'm going to use a D6. And that's like authors I've already read from before. So that makes me lucky. Who knows? Maybe I'll have a reread of Strange the Dreamer. Have a whopper on there. What we got? 4. It's not going to be Strange the Dreamer. So that's going to be this little bottom one on here. And oh my gosh, that one has like the least amount of books that I would want to read right now. That's a section. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh my goodness. So, a D12 or a D20. I'm thinking that again, it's going to be a D12 because there is stuff in series. So I'm going to go with the D12 and we're going to hope for the best. Again, I'm going to get the pretty one. Give me luck. Okay. What do we got here? 11. Okay. Oh, I'm scared. All right, if there's not 11, then I just keep going back to the beginning and counting. Are you ready? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think those are all in series somehow. 9, 10, 11. That's actually the second book in the series, so it's the one below it. Reboot. Oh my. So I was really interested in this when it first came out, and I still haven't read it, and it's a duology, so that's good, because then I can knock out a series early in the year by going ahead and reading the second book. So it's been so long, I don't even remember exactly what it's about. I think they're like soldiers or something. I don't know. So it says 5 years ago, Wren Connolly was shot 3 times in the chest. After 178 minutes, she came back as a reboot. Stronger, faster, able to heal, and less emotional. The longer reboots are dead, the less human they are when they return. Wren, 178, is the deadliest reboot in the Republic of Texas. Now 17 years old, she serves as a soldier for the HARC, Human Advancement and Repopulation Corporation. Wren's favorite part of the job is training new reboots, but her latest newbie, Callum Reyes, is the worst she's ever seen. As a 22, Callum is practically human. His reflexes are too slow, he's always asking questions, and his ever-present smile is freaking her out. Yet, he's still her newbie. When Callum refuses to follow an order, Wren is given one last chance to get him in line, or she'll have to eliminate him. Wren has never disobeyed before, and knows that if she does, she'll be eliminated too. But she has also never felt as alive as she does around Callum. The perfect soldier is done taking orders. Okay, yes. Yes. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Okay, this TBR game did not do me dirty. It did not do me dirty. Would this book or The Murdered at 17 ever have been my first choice off of all the books that I have on my shelf? No. No, they would not have. I always pass them up. But I'm excited about them nonetheless. So, yay me. Oh man. I already know The Missing Crown is going to be a 5-star. Because, I mean, it's Kate Marie. She's never disappointed me. This sounds like it is going to have equal amounts of romance and action-packed stuff. So I'm really excited about that. And then the other one seems like it's going to involve some mental health stuff as well. So that actually sounds like it might be good too. So I'm excited about all 3 of these books. Y'all let me know down below in the comments if there is a particular one you want me to read first. And if you have any predictions on which one I'm going to like the most. But I'm really excited about this. Let's see how I do with a small structured TBR. Basically, my TBR is only including my physical books because I want to get through them. So I think 3 a week would be perfect. That would knock out almost half my TBR. If I can get through them in less than a week because I DNF something, great. Then I'll just do more of these 3-book TBRs. But I will also be reading audiobooks and ebooks throughout the month. So there will be videos about those books as well, but I'm not going to be putting them on a TBR because I want some freedom. So that's how I'm going to have freedom. I'm going to have structure when it comes to my physical books, and I'll have freedom when it comes to ebooks and audiobooks. So I hope you are excited for what I have coming your way next. If you are, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, drop me a comment, share it with friends if you really love it, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.